You had mentioned Rich and Poe. Like, can you speak about the hustler aspect? About like what was it like just knowing them, like, and seeing them become, street legends. Over that time when they was just like customers or just people that you knew. So what was it like knowing Rich and Poe and anybody else you want to name from that era? That because that's what the people is interested in. To be honest, like that's like one of the things that people like to know about all of them.
Well, I was like, you know, on the outside looking in, because certain circles you don't want to get into. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't like some cats who are like a square trying to fit in all the circles and shit. You know what I mean? I was in them, but I stayed my distance because I know my role. You know what I'm saying? If Shine would have known his role, he would have been a rapper instead of security. You know what I'm saying? I get it, but I know my role. I'm a fucking barber. You feel me? Everybody respected me because they knew my game was tight. Everybody respected me because they didn't. A lot of the people that in that circle, they didn't know what I did. I was a fly nigga too. I came out there with my little fur coats and shit, pocket full of money. You know what I'm saying? Half of them didn't know what I did. Until somebody said, "Hey, Denny Moe, something, man." You know what I'm saying? You know Denny Moe's baddest barber in Harlem, nigga. Baddest barber in the world, you know. And that was it, you know. But I stayed in my lane, and that's my life. Stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying? My race, my pace, right? So when it came to Rich and Poe and people like that, I stayed my distance. I knew them, they knew me, they seen me, you know, it was a respect factor. I remember one story, I was in the gambling spot and I done lost about $3,500, right? So Rich got the bank, and this was like one of the scariest moments of my life, to be totally honest with you. Rich got the bank and he had, you know, shoebox full of money. So he said 300 and up, right? So I'm like, I got $175 left, man. I done lost $3,500. So he said 300 and up. So they was telling me to pay my money. Well, I just lost $3,500. How you gonna tell me I can't bet? You know what I'm saying? So Rich talking shit. He talking shit. You know what I'm saying? So I said, come on, man. That's because you got more money than me, man. You gonna talk shit to me, man. You know what I'm saying? And I looked around like, oh shit. You know, all this henchmen was looking at me and shit. You know, I was like, oh man, let me get this little. That was my key to walk away with some money. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people get killed for less. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I didn't know at that moment how in control they were of that environment. You know. So the Pope, honestly, all I used to see him just flamboyant, man. Just he was a hell of a spirit. Or I should say, is a hell of a spirit. You know. He had to be seen, you know, and some would say narcissistic, but I would say just a, you know, kid, man, just enjoying life, you know what I'm saying, and just not, you know, knocking down everything in his way, you know what I'm saying. If you're in his way, he's gonna knock you down, you know. I had nothing but respect for the two of them. There was a whole lot of cats in the game, man, but I'll just speak on those because those are the names that everybody familiar with, you know. Rich was a really good dude, really good dude. But when I said that to him, he laughed, you know what I'm saying. But his crew was like, who this nigga? You know what I'm saying? Who this nigga talking to you like that? You know what I mean? But yeah,
Definitely, man. Good. Though.
But I mean, that era though, man, that era was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was crazy. I watched a lot of people go down because of the crack and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I watched. I saw a lot of people with a lot of money, but they couldn't do anything with it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I saw so much blood and money, man, coming up in the '80s. It was like ridiculous. It was like a free for all. You know? I don't know. I just wish I didn't get caught up the way I got caught up, because it could have been so much further, you know. And my mother used to always say, "Son, be in the world, not of the world." You know what I'm saying? And I was always of the world, you know. And my grandmother used to always say, "I'm so glad trouble don't last always."
Yeah, and those words, you know? words to live by, definitely.
That's right.